Welcome back. Here on Police Report, we provide you with information on crime trends, crime prevention techniques, and community programs. But you can get additional information by visiting the Baltimore County Police Department's website as well. The address is on your screen. Press releases from the Baltimore County Police Department can be accessed on the Baltimore County Police Department's website and on our Facebook and Twitter accounts. We encourage you to like us on Facebook and to follow us on Twitter for the latest news. The Baltimore County Police Department is now hiring police cadets and police officers. For additional information, go to joinbaltimorecountypd.com or call 410-887-5542 to speak with recruiters. With us to discuss burglary prevention is Detective Corporal Christine Sisk of the Burglary Unit. Christine, welcome to Police Report.
Good morning.
So, you've been a member of the Baltimore County Police for how long?
24 years.
And how long have you been in the Burglary Unit?
13 years.
And what's the mission of the Baltimore County Police Burglary Unit?
We solve first and second degree burglaries, and we help prevent first and second degree burglaries in Baltimore County.
And you're a supervisor in that unit?
Yes, sir.
Now, what are some of the trends, some of the things that we see in terms of, first of all, residential burglaries in Baltimore County?
Usually it's daytime burglaries, and they'll go up to the house, knock on the door, make sure nobody's home, and they go out back or to the side of the house and go in.
Okay. Anything else?
Generally, there have been some cat burglaries, which are at nighttime, and what they'll do is go to the doors that are unlocked, go in, steal the people's purses or wallets, and then try to get into their cars and steal their cars.
Now, typically, you know, you talk about nighttime cat burglaries. When do you generally see burglaries occur most of the time in Baltimore County?
Most of the time they're during work hours, so generally 9 to 5.
So they're breaking in while people are away at work?
Yes, sir.
Now, we have some tips for our viewers in terms of some things, some do's and some don'ts when it comes to residential burglaries. Let's take a look at some of those tips that we have for them.
Okay.
And let's talk about those things. First of all, when it comes to doors and windows, what are some of the things that they should do?
Make sure that they're locked. Make sure that if they are locked and you have a sliding glass door or a sliding window, make sure there's a dowel or a pin lock in them so that they are secured.
Now, you said a dowel or a pin lock. Why are you saying that?
Because usually with a sliding glass door, you can jimmy them up or down to release the locking mechanisms. If you have a dowel or a pin lock in there, it prevents that from happening.
Now, typically people have locks on their windows, and many times people, they leave out and they forget, especially as the weather gets warmer, they leave their windows cracked or they forget to put the windows down. What should they do in those circumstances?
If they have a pin lock on them, the pin lock will only allow them to go up a certain height that does not allow access into the home.
Can they take like a pole or a stick or something and put in their window? If it was a window, it might be at ground level and they don't want anybody to get up?
Yes.
But they also have to remember, maybe if it's a fire, they have to remember if they have to get out, you know.
They got to take that dowel.
Got to take that out just to get out the window.
Yes.
So, is there anything else that they can do for windows?
Generally with windows, if you keep your blinds closed, that usually helps prevent, because they can't see inside. So if they can't see inside, then they don't know if somebody's home or not.
Now, what about the outside perimeter of the house, around the house, in terms of like there's shrubs and things like that and trees?
Make sure that they're cut down low, that your neighbors can see your windows, and make sure that you have access from your neighbors to your house.
Okay. And is there anything else that they can do?
Install outside lighting, most likely like a motion light. Also, make sure that they leave the lights on at nighttime.
And what about an alarm system? You know, a lot of people have alarm systems these days, and they also have now, I can't think of the name of it, but they have the camera doorbell that they have now when you ring the bell. Are they alternatives for those types of
They're
things?
very good alternatives. If you have an alarm system, make sure it's audible. And if you have the doorbell, make sure that you have access to it on your phone.
And what about cameras? If they have good working cameras, to make sure that it's, you know, maybe say storing to their DVR or wherever it's being stored to, a SD card or something like that?
Yes, make sure that that's secured, because now burglars are going in and taking the DVR systems if they know that they're stored there. So make sure that you have it secured or hidden where the burglars can't see that.
What are some other things they can do in terms of, you know, locking mechanisms and other things?
Make sure that you have a deadbolt on all exterior doors. Make sure that your house is always secured. You also want to make sure that you notify your neighbors if you're going to be away. And if you are going to be away, make sure that you have a timer on your lights so they go on and off, or even at like a radio or a TV that goes on and off to let somebody think that there's somebody inside the house when you're away.
And what about social media? Many times people go away and they get on Facebook or Twitter and say that they're going somewhere. Should they do that?
No, they shouldn't. And if they post pictures, don't date and time stamp the pictures, because then people know that you're away when you're taking pictures of your exotic place or wherever you're at.
Now, in a little bit of time we have left, when it comes to commercial burglaries in Baltimore County, what are we seeing in terms of commercial burglaries?
Commercial burglaries, we're seeing a lot of burglars going in and attacking the registers. So we recommend businesses to leave their cash drawers open so that they already see that there's no cash inside. If you have safes, make sure the safes are secured inside the location and that you don't leave it on what they call a daytime lock. So the burglars would have to take a lot of work to get into that safe.
And what about lighting and the perimeter of businesses?
Make sure that you always have lights on. Make sure that your cameras are, if you do have video cameras, that they are recording a good image. A lot of times we're seeing that a lot of the video that we're getting is very grainy because the camera's lens haven't been cleaned in over years or several years.
And lastly, in terms of night card information and contact information for businesses in Baltimore County?
Make sure that your local police station is up to date on who the manager is, cell phone numbers, and all that information.
Okay. We've been talking with Detective Corporal Christine Sisk of the Burglary Unit. If you would like more information, please contact the Burglary Unit at 410-887-6296. Once again, Corporal Sisk, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
My name is Captain Robert McCullough, and you are watching Police Report. Welcome back to Police Report. If you missed any part of this program or you would like to see it again, it is available on the web. To see it, just go to the Baltimore County Police Department's website and then click on the Media Relations link and then click on Police TV. You can also follow the Baltimore County Police Department on Facebook and Twitter. That brings us to the end of this edition of Police Report, brought to you by the men and women of the Baltimore County Police Department and Chief Terrence Sheridan. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you'll be with us next time. I'm Captain Rob McCullough saying, be kind to one another.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. You can't control where it will land, only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how to protect your community from wildfires.